Hi, my name is Miranda Robinson and I'm going to be demonstrating two manual stretches. You do not need any equipment for these exercises, just a flat surface. You can use a yoga mat if you would like. I chose not to as my partner was a little bit too tall for the one I have, so we decided to go on the floor. Alright, so the first exercise I will be demonstrating is called the hamstring stretch, and this is going to be an active passive stretch. The purpose of the exercise is to stretch the hamstring and increase flexibility and improve the range of the motion in the hip. The muscles that are being used are the hamstring muscles, which include the biceps femoris, the semitendinosus, and the semimembranosus, as well as muscles along the spine, which includes the rector spinae, and the glutes muscles are being stretched. The breath pattern being used is continuous natural breath. In regard to mind and body connection, every single time that I push my partner's leg in, I want him to visualize the muscle being stretched. One way that I like to look at this is if you have a regular rubber band. So before I push in, you can just visualize that rubber band, and as I'm slowly pushing forward, you can visualize that rubber band being taken by both ends and slowly being pulled apart. And as I go back to my beginning position, that you can picture that rubber band slowly going back together. That's how I like to think of it. And as you can see, pushing the leg in and out. I do this for around 5 to 6 times, and I'm going to hold at the top for no more than 30 seconds. I repeat this twice before moving on to the next leg. Okay, so the next exercise I will be demonstrating, I'm not quite sure what this stretch is called, but I call it the hamstring and hip stretch. This is going to be an active stretch. The purpose of the exercise is to stretch the hamstring and the hips and to increase flexibility as well as improve the range of motion in the hip. The muscles that are being used are similar to exercise number one. Includes the hamstrings. We have the biceps femoris, the semitendinosus, and the semimembranosus, as well as the rector spinae, which is the muscles along the spine, as well as the glutes. But this time we also have the calf muscle when the foot is being flexed, and this is called the gastrocnemius. so sorry if I said that wrong. That's going to be your calf muscle. And the breath pattern being used, same as the first, continuous natural breath. And this exercise is very similar to the one before, but instead of a bend at the knee, my partner's leg is straight. I am pressing the leg towards his ear several times, and I hold after 5 or 6 times, again holding for 30 seconds, but not going over. I'm just counting in my head. And then I'm having him push his leg back, and I'm pushing it back up. And I do this twice on his first leg before going to the second leg and doing it twice as well. So, like the first exercise, for the mind body connection, we still want to be focusing on the breathing and visualizing the muscles that are being stretched. We can go ahead and use the same analogy with the rubber band. So, every time that I am pushing his straight leg up, you can visualize the rubber band being pulled on both of its sides. And as his leg comes back down, you can imagine the rubber band being put back to its resting point.